welcome back to Girl Talk. We're filming here at Rubens West Side location, which is our lifestyle, right off Whitney Way. We'll be talking later about American-made furniture. Don't want to miss it. But first, we've got Ashley from Love and Light School, which is a new online program that you've just started, which I'm really curious about, actually, because I'm not very into it, but I want to be really into these things. I think that it would be good for my soul. But please enlighten us a little bit about what healing crystals do and how they work.
Sure. So healing crystals all have their own inherent energy. This is because they have a precise geometric arrangement and atomic structure. So they have this perfect stable structure. And if you think about your own energy field, not always so perfect and stable, right?
Not so stable.
We all have those emotional days and things like that. So by bringing the energy of the crystal into your field, wearing it as jewelry or carrying one around in your pocket, then your body starts to mimic that energy and become more balanced and whole.
I love it. That makes me think about just being in nature itself can kind of help
Settle
everything down.
Yeah.
So if relaxation or maybe just some easy self-care is what we're shooting for, what would you recommend with the crystal?
I personally love to use crystals in meditation, so I just like to hold them for a few minutes and find that stillness in those moments each day. Probably 5 to 10 minutes each day is really all you need. A lot of people get really intimidated by meditation. It doesn't need to be an hour-long power session of meditation. It can just be a few minutes where you find some quiet time for yourself and some reflection.
That's so true. I think a lot of people are intimidated by meditation.
Myself included. And I'm glad you said that it doesn't need to be like an hour, because many times I
don't have time.
Exactly. That's it.
Exactly.
I don't have time to spend an hour on meditation.
And everybody can benefit from taking that time for yourself. So kind of going off that, what if you want to have like a little mini spa day? I've heard you can incorporate crystals into that.
You can. One of my favorite things to do is actually to place something like a rose quartz crystal in the bath water with you. That's that one. And I really like to use something like rose quartz along with a few drops of lavender oil in the tub.
Love it.
It's so relaxing because it actually charges up the water in your bathtub and then you bathe in that energy.
So you
Very
put
cool.
this in the tub.
Right in the tub. And you do have to be cautious. You can't use every crystal. Some are toxic and that sort of thing. But rose quartz is perfect.
Really?
Very gentle.
And it's so pretty.
It is.
It's gorgeous.
Okay, well, you'd probably be the best person to ask then, seeing as though some are toxic. Which ones are good to have in my space for focusing on relaxation?
I really like just regular quartz crystals. They're so beautiful. Amethyst is another great stone. It's that deep purple that so many people are familiar with, the February birthstone. It's a wonderful one for relaxation.
It's fate.
And so you
Pretty
can,
relaxing.
so Elise could wear it or she could have it around her. I've heard you can put them under your pillow. Is that right?
You can, yeah. You can place crystals under your pillow to help you sleep and that sort of thing. But I love just having them in your space or wearing them as jewelry.
Very, very cool. Awesome.
Before we leave, do you want to share, you have classes that actually help people learn about these.
I do. Part of my mission at the Love and Light School is actually to empower women, mompreneurs who want to kind of start their own side business. And I really found a lot of joy in working with healing crystals, and now I train others to become crystal healers themselves. I also own a little store downtown State Street called Mimosa Books and Gifts, where you can actually find some of these crystals.
Very cool. And you even have certification programs for this.
I do. So you can get some proper training and certification to start your own crystal healing business.
Very cool. Bring it into every community.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that is so neat. How did you get involved with this?
It started when I was a little girl. My grandfather was really into crystals and we spent a lot of time together, so he just kind of showed me the ropes.
Okay. Well, thank you
wonderful.
so much for being here. Thank you for watching and continue to. We'll be right back with more Girl Talk and The Soul Heals. Stay tuned.